Hello, guys, welcome back after a long time. I've been I found something really interesting today. So I've just been browsing about some of these folk dances as I usually do to to upload some videos just for my content. And I came across this particular dance, and it's a very interesting dance. I'll tell you more about it. Let's watch what it looks like. I really like the costume of the guy. Uh, so flamboyant, and it's really unusual, the kind of stuff that he's wearing. The bottom one, it pretty much looks like a dhoti that we wear in India, but it's like a half dhoti, if I can say that. Like in India, we wear it like full length till the feet, but also looks like silk. What he's wearing, Kanjipuram silk. It's like Kanjipuram is like a town in my native state in India, the southern part of India, and I mean the silk from there is like kind of world famous, and it looks like a silk sari what he's wearing. I mean the material of the silk sari, Kanjipuram silk sari, but he has cut it in the form of a dhoti or something. It's very exotic, and then the head, there's something interesting that he's wearing on top of his head, and this jacket kind of thing, like a micro jacket or whatever. Everything about this dude, and the shoes is so flamboyant, and it majestic, and I'm just searching for words here. And if you notice, it it kind of reminds me of flamenco, because in flamenco what I've noticed is the dancers don't just dance to the beat. I mean the music is played according to the dancers dance. It's like a give and take. That's what I've noticed in flamenco. It's not like generally the idea the idea that we have about dance is like, okay, there's some music, and then you move according to the music, right? Whereas if you notice in flamenco, sometimes they move according to the music, and sometimes they play music according to the dancers moves, and the dancer kind of guides the music, as in it's like a flirtation between the dancer and the music. So if you notice here, that's exactly what he's doing. He's kind of let's see. See, there's a slight a delay between his step and the music that follows the beat actually. So as if he's almost like guiding the musician, whoever or not the musician, but maybe the guy who plays the drums, who kind of, okay, here's when I'm going to step, like here's when I'm going to step, boom, boom. So apparently this dance is like a warrior dance, was a warrior dance, and used to be danced by the warriors, the Ottoman warriors or something like that. That's what I remember seeing. Let me eagle dance variations. So I found an interesting video where yeah, I think this one.
I'm in my second home, Allerdale, Scotland. Isn't it beautiful here? What's really exciting about being here?
So it says it was created by zeybek warriors who tried to simulate movements of hawks and eagles. So that's when I read this, it got a lot more interesting. I'll come to that. Okay. So who were the zeybek warriors? So the zeybek warriors were irregular militia and guerrilla fighters living in the Aegean region from late 16th to early 20th centuries. So they acted protectors of the village people against landlords and tax collectors. They took to the mountains and formed Robin Hood-like groups. Okay. So their motivation was not personal greed but justice and solidarity. Romantic songs about the bravery are still popular in the Aegean region's folk music. Now, let's see where the Aegean region is. This is really interesting. What? Aegean region, Turkey. Oh, I don't know where the Aegean region is. Okay, it's not. So the costume is pretty much the same. Whatever video I watch, they all wear similar kind of costume. But then the eagle part is what got me really interested in. And then I found another comment on one of the videos that said this is very close to the Uyghur eagle dance, right? Eagle dance, okay, something like this, right? They're making like moves, like they're trying to imitate the eagle, right? Like the wings of the eagle, right? And if you notice, this particular eagle dance is prevalent pretty much in the whole of Central Asian culture. and not just Central Asian culture. That is what's something really interesting. So there is this Native American eagle dance as well, and have I even found like Australian Aboriginal eagle dance, and I was really surprised when I saw that. Where is the Aboriginal? You see here. Let's watch one by one. Before that, like wait a minute. Like where is this? Where did it go? You see this the guy's costume when I pointed out, right? The this particular the bottom part of it kind of it looks like the tail feather of the eagle, and his moves, the way he moves his hands is pretty much like how basically he's trying to like imitate the eagle, right? Now let's watch different variations of this particular eagle dance in different cultures. So this is like a Tajikistani version of it.
With the security devices from Optus Smart Spaces, I can see what's going on from wherever I am, anytime, day or night. And because I'm crazy busy and smart tech is not my speciality, I got them professionally installed and set up by the Optus O team.
So this dude has taken so this video, the eagle thing is like he's taken a bit further. So he's pretty much, I mean, he's trying to exactly copy the movements of the eagle. So his costume is literally like that of an eagle, like his wings. So, based on whatever I've learned from my experience on watching these kind of traditional dance videos and all that from different countries, I've learned two things. So dance, either like the origin of the dance is either to do with sexual innuendos, to imitate the movements of sexual act, or there's another thing where they try to imitate animals. There is this particular dance that I reacted to. It's from the Ivory Coast. It's called they call it the impossible dance. It's a very interesting dance. Wait a minute, I forgot the name of the Ivory Coast dance. Zauli. So if you see this particular dance, right, I think Zauli, in this dance, the dancer tries to imitate cock, as in a rooster, I guess, like the way he moves and all that. That is just my understanding, or I'm not sure if but it looks like some bird that he's trying to imitate. I think they're trying to imitate the rooster here, whereas here so this is like the Tajikistani version of it, right? Now let's watch this. So I'm not sure which country this is from. So pay close attention to the way that this movement, right? This immediately reminded me of the Punjabi dance called Bhangra. It's a very popular dance in India. So this is what they do, right? In Punjabi, this is the basic Bhangra move, and I that's when I realized, okay, Punjabi dance, the Bhangra is basically a variation of the eagle dance that they have in other regions of Central Asia and whatnot. Probably in the distant past, like they were all part of the same tribe. I don't know. So this is I don't know where is this from. This has got like it's just uploaded like 3 months ago, and it's got like much less views, but it's an interesting video, right? Now let's see what the Mongol version looks like.
Wow.
Hey!
So the Mongol version looks more graceful and all that. I have a feeling it's probably due to the influence of the Chinese. This looks like a fusion of a Chinese dance and the eagle dance, isn't it? So there could be some influence. Could have been some influence from China. Now let's check this out. Now this one, I think it's a Filipino version of it. Again, notice the hand movement, right? Basically, it's like the Bhangra movement. So, a Torayan of Eastern Mountain Province. So this is what it says, like Tam Awan Village, Baguio City, Philippines. So it's basically a Filipino. Okay, so this is the Filipino version, and So there is a Greek version of it, zeybek. So basically, I think I remember seeing in one of the Turkish videos where they were like kind of pissed that the Greeks were kind of like stealing their dance and then claiming it as theirs, like plagiarizing the dance or whatever. But because in Turkey it's called zeybek, and in Greece they are calling the same dance zeybekiko. So so I'm not sure like if this is like the zeybekiko dance and this is how we do it. Based on what I've seen, the Greeks like do a more of a freestyle and come what may kind of a version of whatever comes. Doesn't look like they have a specific protocol or rules or whatever. But like, you know, the crux of it, if you just noticed it here, it looks pretty much like that Turkish dude that we saw earlier. Kind of the same move. Again, interesting. Let's watch just 2-3 more videos. I think that's all I have. Which one we didn't watch? So let's watch this. Same kind of hand moves, right? Like, where is this place? This is Tashkurgan. So let's check where this place is. So this is Afghanistan, right? No wonder we are getting closer and closer to India, and now I have a feeling how it would have reached India. Right. So far from what we have seen, right? So it is there in Turkey, it is there in Greece, it is there in Tajikistan somewhere. I think Tajikistan is somewhere here, and you have the Mongolian version of it, and you have the Filipino version of it. Right. It's amazing. It's very, very interesting. And now this, I was like surprised. Native American. So imagine how old this
Why should
must
you
have
use
been.
Miro? Well, when you draw on a whiteboard, no one sees it. With Miro, you plan together in real time.
I am sending you my voice.
So this pretty much looks like that Tajik version, right? Where literally the dude was trying to imitate the eagle.
Feel the spirit of the drum. We dance to.
So I see, initially I thought, okay, so these versions, the way these variations probably was because at one distant past they probably were all part of the same tribe, right? Like somewhere, because this is called the Fertile Crescent, but I'm not saying the dance would have originated in Turkey. I don't know for sure, but it looks like somewhere in the Central Asia, like Central Asia or Eastern Europe, right? It probably has its origin, and most probably it would have been in a mountains, because the mountain people, they get to see eagles and hawks like up close, and they know these kind of birds better than the ones that dwell in the flatlands, right? But then when I watched this Native American, like, I know the, like, long ago, the migration, what, like, they out of Africa they came, and then one tribe took this route, and another tribe took this route, this particular route, and went all the way to the Americas. But could this dance be that old? I don't know. Either that, or this eagle dance could have evolved independently in different parts of the world. That also is a possibility. But I have a feeling, I mean, it would be interesting if all of this, goes back to one particular tribe that that later branched out into different parts of the world. It would be very interesting to know if that's the case. But
We are all related. Madagya say.
interesting, isn't it? Let's watch the last video for this episode. And if you're not if you have no idea about the Australian Aboriginals, they were like the first people to reach Australia, I think somewhere 50,000 to 60,000 years ago. Now, if this dance is that old, like it goes all the way back to the first migrants out of Africa. I mean, it's really fascinating if that is the case. This could, like, it's a coincidence that I'm making this video today. Today is Australia Day, and I just went for a walk outside, and I could see lots of stalls and Aboriginal people there. They were like selling lots of t-shirts and whatnot. But generally there is this kind of anger against celebrating this day as Australia Day, because like there's even some protests that happen in Melbourne today, where I think on the one hand the Australians, the migrants, the European migrants, they were involved in the genocide of the Aboriginals. So there is this kind of hate and anger. I think it's pretty much like celebrating Columbus Day or whatever in the Americas, in the US, not in the Americas. And I just thought about it, like, because. So I find this like really interesting, because see, if this dance evolved independently from one another in these extreme parts of the world, I mean, why eagle dance? Like, why eagle? Was that the only bird at that time that inspired dancers, or I mean, it's one of the few majestic birds that hunts down its prey, and it has a lot of personality and all that. But I find it hard to believe that this I mean, like, humans basically they just imitate whatever they see, right? Like, it's possible. I'm not saying it's not possible, but it would be much more interesting if this was part of one tribe, like in the distant past, and then you know how like in the migration patterns and archaeology and all that, like they say, I don't even remember some time back reading, like I remember reading something like, so whatever, like the white people, right, the ones who don't have melanin, they all can trace their origins back to one person out of Africa that somehow had this kind of mutational gene where the melanin was not like found in his body due to some kind of mutation. I'm just saying it would be interesting to like, if at all, like eventually we find out what the origin of this eagle dance is. Because my culture does not have this kind of eagle dance, right? Like in India, I can only think of Bhangra, that is kind of a variation of this eagle dance. I don't, like, we have Kuchipudi, we have Kathakali, like there are many dances in the south. We have Dandiya, like all kinds of dances. We have India is like, in India basically is like a union of many different countries and ethnicities. And the only thing that I can think of that resembles eagle dance is Bhangra. If any of you watching it, if you guys know of any other dance that we have in India that resembles that or that could be a variation of this eagle dance, or that resembles eagle dance, please leave a comment. I would be interested to. I would be very interested to know. So yeah, that's about it. On that note, let's end this video. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Bye bye.